All right, everybody, Sylvia here, and I am in Portland. I just came back from camping for 5 nights on the Oregon coast. It was fantastic, and as you can see, looking at downtown Portland from the house where I'm staying, it is wet. Oh my gosh, we have seen so much rain over the last couple of days. But for the Recumbent Retreat, the weather was fantastic. It was really like the star of the retreat. We had it, I was there from Wednesday until Sunday, so I was there for 5 nights. And on Wednesday night, we had rain overnight, but otherwise, oh my gosh, we have bright blue skies. It was in the 70s during the day, very little wind, and it was just great for cycling. And I think I'm going to bring this inside because it's getting kind of wet out here. All right, so I'm inside where it's dry. And first of all, I want to describe a little bit about the Recumbent Retreat for those who don't know about it. This is the granddaddy of all the recumbent events that happen in the United States, probably all over the world. I think it is the oldest event. This was the 22nd year that it was held. It is always the second weekend in September, and it is at Fort Stevens State Park on the Oregon coast. And this is a huge park, and there is just a ton of biking. There are wonderful bike paths all throughout the park. There's a tremendous amount of varied landscapes. It's right in the northwest corner of Oregon where the Columbia River meets the Pacific Ocean. And so you can ride along the river or along the ocean. It's about an hour and a half from Portland. And there's a shipwreck on the beach that you can go check out, the Peter Iredale. It has been there since 1908. Every year there's a little bit less of it. There's really just an iron shell, just the structure of the hull left, but it's really cool to go see. And the name of the park is Fort Stevens, and it was an actual fort. It was built for World War II, and Oregon did see action. It was bombed by the Japanese. So there's a lot of history here, and you can go check out all the military installations. There's a military museum. There's a visitor center. There's a lot of guides and rangers and volunteers that know just a ton of information. They can talk to you about the history of the area, as well as give you directions for different places in the park. In years past, I have ridden all over the park. I have put in just about 30 miles of riding in the park, just going here and there out to the spit where the Pacific and the Columbia River meet, going around all these military installations and the wildlife. Oh my gosh, like the last few years, I don't know if there's like a huge explosion in the elk population, but the last few years there's been a lot of elk, and they come right through the campgrounds. This year we had a papa with like giant antlers and a cow and a calf. I saw elk when I was just out riding on the trails and then even outside of the park. So the Recumbent Retreat is a 3-day event. But over the last few years, people are arriving earlier and earlier. So it's usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this year we opened up registration on Thursday. And I kind of feel like this will probably become a tradition because so many people are arriving early, and it's nice to get registered early so you don't have to think about it. You just go riding. There's a lot of organized rides. Saturday is kind of the big day. It starts off with a breakfast ride, and there's the photo shoot, and then there's just a bunch of group rides to choose from. And you can do them as a group. The maps for the rides are online, and there's also paper maps on the registration table. It's not possible to do all the rides because they are conflicting. There's, more than one ride at the same time. And This year I did 4 rides. I did the sunset ride, the Costco ride, the waterfall ride, and the highlight of the entire Recumbent Retreat is the lighted bikes parade. And this is where everybody puts lights on their bikes and their trikes, and we ride through the entire campground. It is very, very big. I think there's at least 10 loops. It takes over an hour. And this, because the retreat has been going on for 22 years, this lighted bikes parade is legendary. And a lot of people come camping this weekend just to see the lighted bikes parade. And people will put out chairs and they will have lights going in their campsites. They're hooting and hollering. The little kids get out on their bikes, and they're pedaling with us. And they will pick up some of the lights and glow sticks that fall off the bikes and trikes as people are riding by. And pretty soon they're all lit up. And it is just so much fun. It is just good, clean, wholesome, honest fun. And, one of the big takeaways for me at this particular retreat, because of COVID, it just felt like a lot of people hadn't had that kind of fun in a long time. And it wasn't just fun, but it was almost a relief to be able to laugh and be with people and just have fun. And of course, I took a ton of video on all of these rides. And so hopefully I'll get through all of it. Today I'm doing a video for the photo shoot. We get everybody together who wants to be in the photo shoot, and I'll take photos. I get my drone in the air, but that doesn't take a lot of time to show. And so I have taken a bunch of pictures and I've thrown them all in this video. I hope I got everyone. If not, you'll be in the next one, I'm sure. At this retreat, I set up a photo album on Google Photos, and I'm asking everybody that attended the retreat to please, any photos that you want to upload, put them in this photo album. I've got a link to the album in the description below. There's already hundreds of photos, and I still need to upload video. I have to decide what video I want to put on there. I don't want to overwhelm everybody, but I think you'll see a lot of pictures of yourself and the people that you rode with. And if you weren't there, it'll give you a really good idea of what the Recumbent Retreat was like this year. Take a look at this video. I hope you enjoy it. I do these just for fun. It's, please, if you like it, subscribe, share, and like. So yeah, many thanks for following along, for watching, and enjoy. Come on, Myrtle, let's go. Looking good, everybody. Recumbent Retreat 2021 photo shoot. Woo!
Box of balls. You can mount these on your bike.
Hey, you can mount anything on your bike.
Is it phone or speed?
You're a regular comedian. Oh, yeah. Patty, Sandy.